Well, it's Saturday, August 1st, my first documentation of the day, and the soot in the chemtrail activity has ceased a little bit, and this is what's left over. Some nice chemtrail plume and a nice straight line there. Basically, it's two plumes added to one. You can see the one that's already dispersed, the other one on top there, as they blend it all into one big friggin' plume. Over here, as I pan a little bit, you got some finned work. Very minor, but finned. Starting to break up. Over here, down, way down by the mountain range, you can see what they did with the cell tower array. Look how fluffed up those cloudoids are. Yeah. And as I pan around in that western sector, you got some clear sky. And way on the horizon, off my roof, you can see the white soot on the top layer. Look at the embedded cloudoid there. I mean, if the cloud is there, okay, in there, what's this white soot in the background there? What is that? Yeah, we already know what it is. That's what this show's all about. That's why I brought grid work to YouTube, to show you how fake it all is. Look how cartoony these bombs look back in there. It's just a joke. That's why we call them cartoon cloudoids. It's funny, it's a joke, but it's really not funny. It's notorious, it's evil, it's criminal. Well, as the cloudoids continue to break apart, they're turning into orange peel. And you can see the white soot falling out of those cloudoids as we speak. It's the same old. Look how they got fluffed this up right over the cell tower array. Huh. As I pan more into the southwest, you can see the soot right there falling out of those white cloudoids. It's all happening right before our eyes and nobody's paying any attention. Focusing on this. Geoengineering 101 class. Look at this. Okay? It was once a cloudoid. Now it's turning all into wisps and plasmatic white soot as it all starts to break apart. Here's the other piece to it that broke off earlier. That's getting ready to collapse. We're going to keep an eye on that for a few minutes, see what happens to it. We're going to be back. Only a couple minutes have elapsed. I want to show you this bomb. Look what's happening to it now. It's almost breaking in the fins, but what's more important is the one next to it before it gets covered by the trees. You can see the chemtrail rail stuck in the middle of that. See that in there? It's a white line. Turn it this way. As it breaks off in fins, it's got that inside, it's got a chemtrail. Isn't that something how they did that? Look at, just on top of the bomb. Huh. We're going to watch this a little bit closer. Look at this one over here. It's already turned the fins. And this one. Look at the wisps. And right below it, look at the wisps. Look at these fins. Look how it's really thinning out now, just before our eyes, right over the mountaintop. Over the cell tower array, which we documented many, many times before. And that's, look at now, back to this one. Look how this is all breaking apart as they get farther away from the cell tower array. Well, here on the Evan Fain YouTube channel, we're trying to discover what's really going on and videotaping it as we see it. Okay. Big fluffs up there right over the mountain range. And once it gets past the mountain, it starts to break up into this. And to this. Look at that bomb. The sun's white again. Gotta keep telling you that. It used to be yellow when I was a kid. And now they're showing it on TV as a white sun. And they're really conditioning the people out of that stupid TV. My suggestion, turn off your TV. And when the commercials are on, turn them off. It's Saturday, August 1st. I'm in the middle of the street right by my driveway. The wind just picked up, so I'm not going to the great wide open to show you it on a real panoramic view. But, you know, I really don't have to tell you. You can see what's there. Look at the white soot behind it. Gray down below. Soot falling apart over here. See the dust? Yeah. Right above me, I'd probably say about 2,000 feet, we got this black soot ready to collapse and fall on me. As I pan into that northern side, you can see somewhat of leftover finned work back in here. As it all kind of breaks apart out of these white cloudoid fluff balls, whatever you want to call them. These cloudoids here, all fluffed up, have just come off the mountain. Okay, we're gonna try to keep an eye on them. I'm heading for my workout right now, but as I keep panning around, I get into that western sector and just look how nasty this is. Look how nasty this is. Look at that. Look how low that is. Oh, the wind is blowing. It's hard to breathe. You can taste the soot. Look up in here where there's a tiny hole in the grid. In that sector right there, you can see the white dust as it falls apart. Sun's white. As I pan around into that southern sky, you can see the chemtrail bomb right there. I mean, no explanation needed. And as I squeeze between the trees to show you that soot that's sitting back in there, raw soot. Probably from Monsanto's, like I said. Now look at this. This, I'd have to say, is about 3,000 or 4,000 feet up, and look how thick that is. Just ready to collapse and fall on the unsuspecting public who still thinks these are clouds. So you can see what they did over here again. Let me reiterate. If you look right on the horizon, look how thick they got that already with that bottom layer. Right above that is layer number 2. And you can see the layers, and look at, they got fresh white soot already to lay on top of that. Oh yeah. And that all collapses. Oh my gosh, this is so thick. Can't even breathe, really. Really sucks. Soon we're gonna have to need a respirator. Look at this chemtrail line here that's already wisped. It went from chemtrail to plume to this. Enough said. Well, I just finished my workout, and here's something I gotta show you this. Look at the white soot up in that sky. My God, it's just falling from the sky. Look how thick that is too. As that falls from the sky, that right there, that's gonna fall right down. These cloudoids underneath, they're farther back. This was once a cloudoid, just like that back there. It's like pan back here. Look at over here. Look at this. There's a bomb stuck right up in there. But look at the white soot. It looks like snow. Look at that crap. And look at the cartoon effect in those bad boys. I mean, if that isn't cartoonish, I don't know what is. Yeah. All right, it's coming to an end. Saturday, August 1st, 20 and 15, western sector, and all we have is black soot ready to collapse and fall. It's that notorious. Look at over here. Look at that. Look at that thick plume. They sprayed last night, kept the moon out of our vision. Didn't want us to see that moon. Did a good job at that. You can see how this is all starting to break apart. But the thing is how low this black soot is. It's so low, and we've been breathing it. People are coughing. It's just a health hazard, and yet nobody's doing a damn thing about it. Think about this. Okay, you got a car that burns a little bit of oil. Cop pulls you over, gives you a ticket for smoky exhaust. That's nothing compared to what this is, yet nobody's doing a damn thing. Think about that. Look at that plume right there. My God. It's so freaking nasty. Look at this. It's not quite a Medusa, but what is that? It ain't clouds. Come on, people. I've had enough. Look at this back over here. Look how fake and just deadly and ugly that looks. All right, we'll come back tomorrow and see what we got. It is Sunday, August 2nd, 2015. I'm Joseph Clyda for AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel, bringing you grid work. And the first thing I'm going to show you here is the cell tower array. Let me see if I can focus it in here. Oh, battery's almost dead. There's part of it there, okay? And then there's another part over here. Look at that menagerie of cell tower configuration. And there's cell towers all along this mountain range. And if you look real closely, all these cloudoids are fixed right along the mountain range. Look at that, all the way around. So, further suggestions that it looks like the cell towers are shooting the frequency to levitate the cloudoids in the fluffiness. Look back here in that eastern sector. See the chemtrail activity that's already taken place. We know it. Look at that plume there. You can see the different layers. They've already got it. The white soot in the background already, so they can push those cloudoids down. Yeah, a couple last few days been very notorious for spraying. Look how they got this one. Wow, that's something, isn't it? So all you people really have to do is just go outside, look up, look for yourself, make your own judgment. As I pan back over here in that northern sector, look at this. Okay, you got the cloudoids. And just look at that white soot back there. I mean, how'd that get there? Yeah, we know the answer to all this. Look at the cartoonage. Oh yeah, look how fluffed up that is. Oh boy. Well, it's a little after noon, and I'm just laying here documenting these cloudoids. And here is another thing. People say, well, that's a cloud. I know we've gone over this over and over and over again. But if you look closely, you can see the darkness of the black soot coming out of the white. It's so thick. Look at a little bit of chunks coming. And the main thing is, you say, well, so what? It's just pollution in the cloud. No, it's not. These clouds are too low. Look how low these are. Let me just pan around. They're only, oh my God, I don't know. But they're not very high. They're way, way too low to be clouds. I saw parachuters skydiving this morning. They were falling right through the soot. Clouds aren't this low. That is sign number one. Okay. Over here, that's dissipating in the white soot very nicely. It's not dripping yet, but these things are low. Look at over here, the gray here. Look how low that's as it comes out of the white. Oh yeah. We're going to continue to document this most of the day. See what happens. Well, it's almost 4 o'clock. The wind's picked up. They sprayed. They gathered some frequencies. They've got the soot in the right layers, and it looks as if it might get it to rain. Little hole in the grid way, way, way back in there. See how they got it fluffed? And then the stuff on the top. Well, it's about 4 o'clock on Sunday, August 2nd, and let me show you what we got. They got it to sprinkle a little bit. You can see the white soot falling from the sky there, so we know that's not rain. Okay. As I pan back over here, look at, actually I missed a spot. You can see some of the black soot already falling over there. See, look at that. Oh yeah. As I pan over here, you can see the soot falling off the edge of that grid. Let me back it off so you can see the edge of the grid, how thick it is with the white stuff on the top. The white is above that. And as that falls down below, it'll turn that color. So I pan over here, look at this. It's just gray soot. It's not clouds. It's not condensation. If it is condensation, it's man-made condensation, and you got a soot bomb sitting right in the middle of that. You know how phony that looks. Up here, the soot is so low, it's just falling from the sky. Look at these two little bad boys sitting up there, just ready to, they're collapsing already. Oh God, the more you see, the more you understand. Look at how low this is as I pan easterly. My God, I'm not going to document too much tonight. I have some business to take care of. But if I do find some more stuff that's interesting, well, we're going to bring it to you. So far, the monsoon season has been nothing but a big fraud. The jets have been out. The red bad boy's been out with no plume, but they're making the thunder sound. Look at the chunks back in there. God, it just never stops, does it? Only moments later, but here's a good picture of the soot falling off the edge of that grid. It's glad to finally see people starting to wake up to this fraud. Look how funny this cartoon bomb is in there. As I pan this way, look. Yeah, look at this. Looks like something out of a movie. Look how dark that is. It's almost a Medusa within the black soot. See that? It's starting to spread out a little bit there. A little bit there. With the head of the Medusa right there. Inside the soot. It's all soot everywhere. Here's another prime example of geoengineering 101. This was once a big friggin' cloudoid all fluffed up. Now look at it. The part facing the sun is white. Got a few little black speckles in there like that chunk there and that chunk there. But look on the back side, you can see the grayness. And watch down here as it all falls from the sky. God, that's only got to be a couple hundred feet. Way up at the top could be about 1,000 feet, but over here on the bottom, God, it's almost hitting the roof of the restaurant. A late start today. I was going to take today off because there's really not much to document. It's the same thing over and over. As they try to push this stuff in through the monsoon season to pawn it off as such. I'm Joseph Cloudoids for Ascension Pathway on the Evan Fain YouTube channel, bringing you grid work. This is Monday, August 3rd, 2015, and what I want to show you right here is I pan it in here, get a good look. You can see the soot falling out of those cloudoids. It's not raining over there, but you can see the soot for yourselves. Clouds do not do that. Okay, and this is all gonna collapse. They got them buffered. I've been watching this all day long, and you can see what they're doing here. And again, cell tower array. This is just one of many sitting on top of this mountain. Okay, they're all along the mountain range on every mountaintop. Look at that configuration. I like to show you that one because that's so wild. Okay. And every time these clouds get fluffed up, it almost looks like they fluff them up a little higher. Something. I'm going to get to the bottom of this as we keep videotaping what we see. As I keep panning around into the south, all you see is the grid of cloudoids. All in a straight line. Look at this bomb they got way in that far mountain range. Get a load of that bomb. My God, looks like a brain of some sort, doesn't it? As I pan over here, look at this menagerie. Wow. When all that collapses, take you right over the top of that, just like a jet airplane. Look at that, huh? That's how low that is. Oh my gosh. I'll do that again for you so you get a good look. Take you right underneath the soot. Look at that soot. Now I'm going to back it off again. And now we'll take a ride right over top of the cloudoid. Look, it almost looks like a face on there, doesn't it? Looking at you? Huh? Look at the soot on the top of that as we go right over the top. Oh yeah, into the blue sky. And panning around over here, it's just notorious how that soot is falling out of that sky. It's just evil, criminal. Anyway, what we need is our new front runners that are being elected to start calling these people out. I think the first thing they got to bring up is to get the geoengineering to completely stop. I'm in my car, but I want to show you this soot. Look at the soot. It's fallen, and there's no cloudoid. The cloudoid had evaporated or whatever, broke apart, and the soot is just falling from the sky. Just want to show you that. More further evidence of what we've been saying all along. Closing documentation for Monday, August 3rd. Joseph Cloudoids, AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel, bringing you grid work. Not really much to document. They had all kinds of cloudoids going today that all just fell into soot. This is what we got left over. You can see for yourself what's happening here. Nothing but black soot falling from the sky. No cloudoids, just soot. So they fluffed them up. They've been at it with chemtrail activity again. There's some disbursement. All this is from chemtrails. It's all from chemtrails. But just look at that soot. I mean, we're breathing that shit. Every breath we take in some of that crap. Haven't the people of the world had enough? Look at the fin work in there. Come on. Look at this. You can see it was a Medusa at one point. Look how it extends, how far this extends. Look at those chemtrail black soot. It's just nasty. And then, you know, we've had worse days, that's for sure. Had worse days. As I pan all the way around, you can see the soot in the horizon. There's the northern sky. Here's what's left over from the cloudoid. You can see the reflection off the sun and those metal particles that are in there. Look at that. Clouds aren't that like that. They're not that color. Come on. Jeez. Just look at the soot. When that all collapses and falls, it's probably going to fall right on me. Because look at this. I'll take you right under there. Let me take you for a little ride right under the soot. Yeah, we go right under it. See that? Okay. Back it up. You can see the fin work. And that's when that collapses. It's really going to be nasty. And it probably had up right over me. Eastern sector. You can see the color in the sky. That's supposed to be in the western sky. I mean, everything's being inverted. Look at these chemtrail bombs that are still sitting there. Look at the soot falling out of there. Look at the chunks. It all disperses off. Southern sky, you can see how thick that haze is. Drive you right in there, look at that. And yet you'll be arrested for throwing a piece of paper out off the highway out of your car. You know the hypocrisy in this? Do you understand what's going on? And all these carbon taxes is just a bunch of bullshit. It's bullshit. They just need to stop spraying. Again, look at the cell tower array up there. That's one of many. Just get a look at that. Let's see if we can blow it up a little bit more. That's pretty nasty. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow, unless something drastic happens.